Hello, how are you, bro?
Hi, Rory. Nice to meet you. I'm fine. And you?
I'm good. I'm good. Your name's Rodriguez, yes?
My name is Rodrigo.
Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Where you
I,
from, bro?
I'm from Mexico.
Mexico. Very good. Very good. So, how long have you been a member of the real world for?
I think that I have been a member like a year.
Okay. And how have you found the real world so far?
I found it because of social media.
Oh, you found it on social media? Is
Yes,
that
and
through Andrew, I guess?
yes, but also a friend of mine that is called Horacio Morales is part of the war room. He's a war room member.
Amazing, bro. Amazing.
Yeah.
So, you joined the real world. Which package did you sign up to, Rodrigo? Was it the monthly? Was it the Heroes Year, or was it the Championship package? Which one did you sign
I
up to?
think I started with the common monthly basis program,
Yeah.
but later I started developing a lot of new techniques and strategies. So I start to commit more like a yearly basis.
Lovely. And which campus did you join?
Well, first I was looking like social media campus because I started my own company after the pandemics in 2021, 22.
Yeah.
But then we started to becoming one of uh, the best companies in producing these AI automation solutions for companies.
Yeah.
So I joined the automation AI campus.
Yeah.
So you really helped me with all the lessons in business mastery also. I needed that lessons. You really helped me to boost my company sales.
Cool, man. Cool. So who's the professor inside the AI campus?
It's Pope.
It's Pope. That's right. That's right. And do you speak to Pope personally?
No, I never spoke to Pope personally.
No. Okay. So did the campus help you find your first client and stuff like that, or did you already have clients?
Yes. I have clients with social media services,
Yeah.
but since I discover all these AI solutions and start to implement it in my services, it
Yeah.
opens a wide range of clients of all over the world. We started in Mexico, but thanks for the real world. We started to making sales in US, in Colombia, in Ecuador, in Guatemala. So we became like the largest company here in Latam, in Latin America,
That's
selling
amazing.
this kind of services. Yeah.
That is unreal. So, what strategies that you learned inside the real world were most effective in helping you reach where you are now? So, which strategies really helped you inside that campus?
Well, all the business mastery lessons and all the information that Professor Arno and Professor and Andrew post there, I think it helped us to really clarify the process, the funnel process that we were following. Like at the beginning, we'd start with very low sales at the beginning of the company. But since we start to understand that lessons and the knowledge behind that business mastery lessons, we start to making the funnel better, wider, and also we start to impact our website so the clients find it more easily, and we start to communicating a lot in social media in order to make the solution uh, like really easy to find for our
Yeah,
clients.
yeah, amazing, bro. Like, is there a campaign or a project that you're especially proud of, like one in particular, and what made that successful?
Well, yes, we start to really becoming the company like like these campaigns, big campaigns of awareness in some subjects of like the health issues of the government health campaigns, like like to like the youth start to making more exercise or start to eating better or stay
Hmm.
away from drugs, like that's our mentality because we share the same values like all the brothers in the platform. But they start to looking at us like, okay, these guys know what they're doing and
Hmm.
also have a big impact in the youth. So we started making that campaigns, and it was a big project. It was like a year project. It started like in 2023, I think, and it was really big for us because it was our first 400,000 US dollars, that campaign.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was massive for us, and then start to developing other products, but for the commercial uses also,
That's
like
amazing, bro.
companies and everything.
That's amazing, bro. So, what was like maybe the hardest part, or maybe one like the biggest challenges you faced in growing the agency, and how did you overcome them challenges? So, explain us through that. Like, bring us through that. So, what would have been, say, maybe the hardest things to overcome in growing that agency, and how did you overcome them?
Yes, well, as any company, it was really challenging at the beginning, like when you have no sales, when you have a lot of obligations and everything. So I think we know the process as I think like you and all the business entrepreneurs there. And it's really hard to start without any kind of real coaches or coaching, a process to start a company. So it helped us, really helped us in order to don't make the old mistakes that we were already making. Like
Yeah.
I really find true value on those lessons because I really related, like the mistakes you said that you were making, or Andrew said that he was making, or Arno. It
Yeah.
was like really impressive. Like, oh man, I think we made the same mistake. Like hire the wrong people, or have offices that we don't need, or start to wasting a lot of money in products
Yeah.
or
Right.
services that has done that doesn't have sales. So yeah, it's I think I will recommend to any entrepreneur, like bro, you're going to speed up your process, and the
Yeah.
most important, your company will survive those early years.
Yeah. And it seems that they taught you a lot in terms of like cost efficiency and stuff like that, though, right? Yeah.
Yes, of course, and also sales strategies. I think that's really important,
That's
because
amazing,
sales
bro.
is the fuel of any company. If you don't master that part, you're cooked.
So obviously you specialize in AI, right?
Yes.
So how would you stay updated? Because AI moves very quickly, as we know. So how do you stay updated with the latest marketing trends in AI? How do you stay up to date with all that?
Well, all the information that TRW has in the platform, it's really useful in order to don't get lost on the noise. If you enter social media and start by yourself looking for platforms, any kind of marketing campaign could impact you and says, oh, there's a new product, or there is this thing that is changing the market. But the truth is, like, a lot of this is noise, so you will get lost if you base all your decisions on social media. And the platform, the real world, really summarize these best solutions, but also test them. Like, you really guide us in order to find the best ones, the gems in all this noise,
Mhm.
and really start to implementing. So I definitely think that the real world help us to really focus on the solutions that really work, right?
Yeah. So did you make any mistakes like early on? Like, did you make any mistakes? And if you did, what did you learn from those mistakes? Because obviously, I understand making an agency isn't always plain sailing. Is there any mistakes that you made that you'd probably tell people now to help them not to make?
Yes, of course. of course, we started without any kind of real sales knowledge. We start to focusing more on the branding aspect of a company, like the legal aspect of a company, like like have all the legal papers in order and everything. And we lost a lot of time that we should been using in making sales, right? So that
Yeah.
was one of the lessons of business mastery. Like, okay, you're not rich there yet, so please don't use your time to making your company fancy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really important. And but it was really impressive. Like when we boom, the sales were booming here in Latam. We started getting a lot of hate, like other companies and other entrepreneurs, and they were telling us like, hey, you're not the leading agency of sales in AI. Why you say that? Well, we can prove against.
Yeah, you prove that you are. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can prove that we are because
Yeah.
we have followed the process, and we really earn our medals, I think.
Bro, there's a lot of jealousy out there online. I deal with it myself every day, as you can imagine. I mean, it doesn't really bother me. It's all, like you say, it's all just noise. We don't listen to the noise. So, so you said that you're the number one AI agency online in terms of making money. So, how do you make your company different to say any other agencies out there? Because it's quite a crowded market. So, what makes you different to the others?
Well, I think that we started as like a social media company, right? We were leading that aspect of the market in order to, because we make like this digital anthropology studies that really understand the market.
Yeah,
So we understand that, I think that a little more about the psychology of the client and the psychology of the market. And it's yeah, everyone wants to market and merchandise these AI solutions, but
yeah.
I think that the phase we're at this moment is like nobody believes that you are the leading agency, right? Because everyone says that has the best AI solutions, and they didn't build a product or service that really proves that marketing, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's crowded, yes, but it's not crowded with real solutions. Like it's it's a it's noise crowded. I think it's not real yet.
So
And
it's not really crowd. It's just a load of people pretending that they're up there with you guys, right?
yes, yes, there
Yeah.
is a lot of people pretending, but I think that with time, it will really start to, the people that make the work, I think daily, in daily basis, like years basis, I think
Yeah.
they're really going to start to getting a lot of attention, a lot of traction. And here in Latam, like we suffer because the VCs and the funds never arrive here. We have to really survive through sales. So
Yeah.
it's like we don't have any kind of support, financial or no, no. If you sell, you will survive, and if you don't have a sales strategy and your company is not really what you said online, you will disappear in a year, right?
Absolutely,
So
absolutely, and also you have to invest in yourself at the same time. So you reinvest it back into what you're doing, especially if you have the confidence like yourself, and you make it grow. And
yeah.
yes, it's lovely to see. It's lovely to see. So, what advice would you give to someone who maybe wanted to start a marketing agency today? What advice would you give them?
Well, I will definitely recommend to enter the real world platform to really try to make not to make the same mistakes that uh, a majority of entrepreneurs do. Right? If you have a little money saved and you want to really invest in your company, but you don't know where to invest, you're going to lose your money.
Yeah,
To get these coaches and this support, and also in the dark times of a company that usually are in the beginning, has this network of people also grinding. I think it's
yeah.
really valuable because if not, you're alone there fighting the market, and that's really stressful sometimes.
how did you determine, say, your niche within AI automation? How did you like determine you have that niche in AI?
Well, I think that it all started with my social media expertise, like to understand the psychology of the social media, and
Yeah,
it transitions smoothly because I start to really using AI by myself, like all these platforms like ChatGPT and everything, in order to polish the message and to understand more about how to make it faster, right?
yeah,
Because if you don't have these platforms, you will have to hire a team that the market is not hiring anymore. I think like a lot of AI solutions are starting to become better copyright have better copywriting strategies, I think, or the writing strategies than a professional person. So we have to start to using all the uh, platforms that really help us to make our time better, no better use. So I think it was really smooth, like 2023 or 2023. We started using like a little bit,
yeah,
but we start to really finding all the kind of things that this AI can make for the company, and we start to integrate the best solutions when
hmm,
starting to start to pitching to make some pitch to the clients,
yeah,
and the clients were interested also because of this noise. But you have to
yeah,
prove that your service really are going to help them in their business, right?
yeah. So, what
So
would you say like the most common misconceptions other businesses have about AI automation? What would be like, the most regular misconceptions people have about that?
well, I think that the I think AI is really useful. I think AI is going to be or is going to do as many things that are being advertising out there. But at this moment,
Yeah,
uh, I really believe that AI is not yet there. There is not like all these automation solutions that people think that AI can make. Here, there, in this moment, the company is like it has AI solutions, but it's also the human part
yeah,
behind that, right? You need the human component in order to make a personalized product for a company.
yeah. Of
So
course.
yeah, it depends on the entrepreneur. It depends on the business really to make it work. You have to grind to really understand these platforms and also make a really 80% of the effort has to be man-made or be really a level of service or product that the market is really using, right? Because AI
Yeah,
gives very basic solutions right now that are not that are not gonna give you any advantage of the
yeah.
out there. I think
So, if you don't mind me asking, how much are you making per month now from the real world? How much are you making per month?
last month we made only in AI solutions and AI products like 100,000 US dollars only on that aspect of the business. Uh, when we reached that mark, I started to uh, post those wins in the leadership board, not
Yeah,
because I want the attention, no, because I started like most of these guys, like from zero.
yeah,
So for me, like it was like also like a way to give back to the platform. Like, hey
hmm,
man, this is possible. It's going to be a lot harder than you think at the beginning, but this is possible if you really make the effort. And last month, I think we also, I mean, because we are a company, right? It's not just me,
yeah, yeah.
but we have the first place of the leaderboard in the
Wow,
AI automation campus. So
those are
for the,
phenomenal numbers, bro. Phenomenal numbers. I'm really proud of you as well. That's really good.
thank you
It's
so
really
much.
good. So what? So how did it? How did you scale it that fast to get to $100,000 a month? How did you scale it that quickly?
Well, I think that sales is a numbers game. If you make a lot of leads, you have a really quality uh, leads, and you really have a product, and you know how to sales because you have a coaches in training that trained you in sales strategies. I think
Yeah.
you can scale fast, but a lot of it will to really make the effort to contact, like to contact prospects and to contact companies or other business that can hire your products.
And just briefly, what would be the most exciting thing that you feel is coming for AI? What is the next exciting thing for AI for you? What do you think? How where do you think it's going? What excites you about the AI industry?
Well, two things excite us. One is the physical agents, I think, like the robotics part of these solutions, like a robot that help you to clean your house or to make some activities that you don't want to make in your daily basis. For me,
Yeah,
that's is going to it's a lot of time consuming, right? Or you have to hire people that make this kind of work, but also all the communication aspect, like like the Google recent platform that I can talk in my language and you can talk in yours, and it make the translation.
yeah, yeah.
Time. I think that will open a lot of opportunities of people like doesn't have another language to communicate, right?
And you'll be able to offer different services, at the click of a button, which is insane, right? So
Yes,
yeah,
and
very,
connect
very,
with other prospects, right?
very
Making
impressive. Bro. You're opening doors. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm really
yes.
proud of you, bro. So, what's next for you inside the real world? Are you going to stay in the campus you're in and continue to go with AI automation, or are you going to venture out and do other things as well, or are you part of other campuses or just the one?
Yes, of course. I want to really start to becoming more active in the platforms, in the leaderboards. Also, I really want to be a company that even the name of the company, our name is Bold. Like Baldwin.
Oh,
So
okay, cool, cool.
yeah, it was really because of
Yeah,
all the mindset that we
yeah,
find with all of the guys in the platform, with you and everything, and all the
amazing.
advice we have. So it's like we think that we're going to stay in the AI campus, of course, and we're going to start using and scaling all these solutions and posting there, because also we want the other guys use it and implement it in your countries and everything, right? There
Yeah,
was a lot of guys that sent me a message from Africa and Europe, and it was crazy, man. Like,
yeah, bro. I know. I get them too. I get them too. But do you know what? I'm really proud of you, bro. Really proud of you. So, are you in the war room?
and not yet, but I want to. I started to chatting to be part of the council,
Yeah.
and they also tell me about the war room. I would love to be part of that. Just last week, I think I was chatting with someone of the war room.
Well, look, hopefully I'll see you in the war room one day, bro, and I can meet you at one of the events. We can have a coffee and catch up, and I can hear about even more of your progression. But honestly, bro, it's been lovely to meet you today, Rodrigo. Honestly, and
Thank
I'm really
you.
proud of you, bro. You should be proud of yourself, and hopefully we catch up one day soon.
Hope so. I hope so. Thank you so much for
Bro,
this call.
thanks for coming on. No, thank you so much. Honestly, it's an honor to hear how well people are doing from the platform, and it's it's wonderful because it's changing lives. It's lovely to see.
I
So.
think, I really think so. It changed
Lovely
mine.
to see you. Lovely to see you, bro. And I hope you have a great day, Rodrigo.
Thank you, Rory. Have a good
See you
one.
soon, brother.